To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
Only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
And
Come
here
on.
he is, direct from some sort of dark dimension.
Yes.
Pumpkin guy.
Me. Hi, what's up? It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day out there. Father. Pasha? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Hey, I don't know. How's life? Who did what this week? My whole week was a whirlwind of why. It's just 24/7. And yesterday was like a tech support day. Like 5 hours of that. Oh.
You got some.
Hey, what's up?
41 moots. Yay.
41
Hi,
moons,
everyone.
Brano. Thank you. I appreciate. Wait, that is a lot of moons. Wow. Cute Pauline.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's debatable.
Greetings, Sir PG and Master Jim.
Master Jim. Master Jim. Well, it sounds like you got a butler or something. Excuse me, Master Jim. Would you like some vichyssoise? No, I don't eat cold soup. Get it out of here, Alfred. You're
Welcome to
terrible.
our merry band of misfits.
Go.
Time is slow when your padded cell does not have a window.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Vegas, just without the fun. So, you know, it's... Go!
Oh, nice get to listen at work, UP.
Hey!
At Jim Others, hi, Pumpkin guy. McHopcat here. How was your week, Jim? Hi.
Yeah, very busy. Very busy, filled with a lot of stuff. We had to eat a lot of rice this week. Yeah, now Dawn made rice, but she was, you know, didn't get the measurements right. So instead of using, making 1 cup of rice, we ended up with 4 cups.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Hey!
PG, I'm glad you liked the honeys, but it looks like you missed my Patreon message about them.
Oh!
Did the pins arrive in the same package at least?
Yes, they did. Oh, that was you. I didn't know who sent them. There was no note. No note. Zonlord. Hold on. No, we got them right here. Hold on. No. Zonlord sent us stuff.
Have a cookie.
Honeys.
Good morning, Jim, PG, and Pauline. How's Dawn doing?
I don't know. She's awake, so I guess that's a good sign. Hey, doesn't anyone keep up with her Discord? She made pancakes. Jeez. Kind of looks like a broken McMuffin when you stack them all together, but you know.
The note got sent via Patreon because Amazon wouldn't let me attach it at the time of ordering.
We're terrible at looking at messages. We're too busy working, but we got it. We got honeys. We got a bunch of these. There's like 30 of these. Go.
Good morning, Pumpkin Guy. Did you hear that Wayne Brady will be voicing King Dice in the Cuphead show?
Yes. He's a very good actor, and he'll do well. Wayne Brady, good. That's right. I say Wayne Brady, good. Dude, he was hilarious, and he was like the best one, and whose line it was anyway. Hey, Zonlord sent us things for our throat here. Liquid honey drops. Again. I'm just trying to say thank you. Dorky! Thank you.
Normal is overrated.
Is it? You don't know.
I'm finally back after a few weeks. Physical therapy has left me really tired lately.
Yeah,
good news is that my bad leg is getting stronger.
Hey, that's good. Good. Before you know it, you'll be kicking indoors, and, you know, I guess... What else do you do with legs? Besides kicking indoors? I mean, I know you walk with them and stuff, but what else? Soccer? No, that's more of a shin thing. Thank you, Zonlord. We got these and a bunch of pens. I got more pens than I know what to do with. Go.
Is this the dinner with the bagels with the creamy cheese?
Maybe. We're running out of cream cheese. And then we got... Uniball. That's pretty heavy for one ball, but I don't judge. We got a bunch of pens. Look at them. They're gel pens. They're so heavy. It's like, oh God, dude. Come on, Joe. Could you carry this, please? Could you? All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you. We got a bunch of pens now. We got 2 boxes of these. Between that, I can literally live off lozenges and draw for the rest of my life. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, Zon Lord. Thank you. Uniball. Isn't that a medical condition? All right, whatever. Get it out of here. Let's see. Anyway, how's it going? The pen is heavier than the sword, apparently. Well, the only sword I can actually fit is those toothpick ones.
Haven't you been to a stream in a little while?
Hey.
I pushed out a ton of art last week and have been super busy.
Nice.
Promised myself I'd relax this weekend, so here I am.
Nice.
More pillows for the
Usagi,
pillow
thank you.
fort.
Welcome back.
Gel pens are the best.
They are pretty cool. I do like them because it's a nice, consistent thing. I'm not going to say they're better than microns, but they are when you have to fill in large spaces because it gives a nice matte, like, consistent feel. That's what I love about those things. It's awesome. I'm going to play with those tonight. I didn't want to open them yet. Why did I lag? I saw that, Streamlabs. I saw it. Yeah, we'll see. What's up? What? Broiler what? Something about a broiler. I have a few gel pens on my desk. Gel pens. They're pretty cool. They're like one of my favorite things. So who's been doing what? I didn't even get to say hi to everybody. Zon Lord, thank you again. I appreciate it. Sorry Hearts, what's up? Obo Joe, what's up? Struggles. Wick David, what's up? Bloody Angel, what's up? Pop Tart Kitty Macabre Cat, what's up? Obo Joe, I already said that, but there you go again. Mama Evie, give it all. How's it, Usagi? What's up? Zon Lord, what's up? Let's see. Gunpie, your boy. Your boy. What's up?
Where are you in Diner from the 40s?
I don't know. You ever been to a retro diner? It's very clean here.
You got
I don't even
stuck.
think that's water. Could be bleach.
57 months. Feels like it was just yesterday.
Right.
Anyway, may the blessings of the almighty waffles be with you all this day.
I'm not going to tell you that Dawn made pancakes this morning. You didn't hear that from me. I'm not a trader. I'm just saying I'm team waffles right now. Okay.
Lobster rolls.
Go.
The best part of my Sunday is PG streams.
Yes. Gloom Kitty Doom, what's up? Thank you. Con, what's up? How's it going? Jack's wife, what's up? How's it going? Bloody Angel, what's up?
I have a Denny's near me that's styled like a 50s diner. I love the atmosphere, and they have awesome breakfast fare to boot.
There's something very nice about like an old-timey diner or restaurant that looks like it should have closed down probably 20 years ago. Like there's a diner, I'm gonna say somewhat locally. It literally has that like 70s wood paneling up on the side and that kind of thing.
More pillows for the pillow fort.
But it's just really cool.
Hey PG, take these bits.
Yes.
My video got messed up, so I'm scrapping it, so I'll stall by listening to you before I try again.
No, Zograd, no. Well, hey, at least you didn't run out of hard drive space, right? That is a joke there. Let's see. Someone will get it. Hey, Royal with cheese. Now. Hope you're feeling better, sir. Pumpkin got part kitty. So far so good. We actually went to the doctor. Hey, we got some good news. All our ailments aren't terribly serious, but hey, fat man. Well, you're not terribly fat now. Slightly less fat man.
Keep it classy.
Hold on.
I finally got a toaster a couple of weeks ago. My roommate and I don't have to make toast in the oven anymore.
Isn't that just so annoying? A toaster is so convenient, even though it seems like you don't really need one.
Any self-respecting 50s style dinner needs to have all pure milkshakes in the flared glasses with a ribbon straw.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get into the minutia of everything. Hey, thank you. You lost like 30 pounds. Yes, that's good. Because you put on like 30 pounds during the pandemic, and then it's like the last few months, you're like, we got to get this off.
I feel betrayed. Well, not really, since I have never had any interaction with Dawn.
Okay, all right, but you may have a sworn enemy out there. We don't know. Can't pancakes and waffles get along? This has been a decades-old battle between the two. Just come on. Why do I like waffles? Because it gives you more ability to hold syrup. Every little nook you could just fill with syrup. That's what I do. I know it's not healthy, but I don't care. Go. No. Lego gifted a sub to Sora. Sora, you got a sub.
You?
Thank you.
IT has been done. Thanks, PG.
Yes. It.
Outside
Or
is
IT.
Icky. Next death battle, Pope Waffles versus Corporal Pancake. Let's make it happen, folks.
But yeah, Dawn. Pancakes absorb syrup, but that's
Thank
the
you.
thing. So do waffles. Hold that
Hey,
thought.
Pumpkin Guy. I got my first COVID-19 vaccine shot yesterday.
Hey, nice.
Te
Good,
adoro.
good job.
Hi, PG and chat. Hate being sick over the weekend, hiding in my hole of self-pity until better.
All right,
J.i.M.
self-pity.
I hid your car keys. Also got an air conditioner and an electric can opener.
Electric can
Hello
opener.
and welcome. Hi, hope you're doing well.
So far, so good. Mr. Mays, rest up, be better. Self-pity. It's useful sometimes when you're like, oh man, I'm terrible. Why am I sick? Oh, but then you just draw. Draw it out. You know, people say walk it off, you draw it off. That's what you do. Draw it off. I don't know. Paint with your boogers. Can you do that? Snot painting. I'm sure somebody's done it. No, but here's the thing. Waffles also absorb syrup, but then when it reaches max absorption capacity, you have all those little nooks you can fill up. So, hey, pancakes lose. They're flat. They are flat. You know? It's not like waffles that have ridges and canyons. Just saying. Flat fooder.
Boo.
Go.
I'm really digging all the support you have been giving lately. I personally have ordered a ton of your physical
Yes.
comics, shirts, and other merch stuff.
Thank you.
It warms my heart to hear about all the support you're getting as of late.
Yes. And it has been awesome because, we had a lull for years.
The pumpkin is on. Time to go grab my bagels and my iced coffee.
Iced coffee, slow pass. What's up? Thank you. No, it's been really cool. Good vibes, Mr. Mays. No, we had words. Let's see. What? It isn't flat. Justice is not flat. It's got all sorts of grooves in it. Sometimes it breaks. I don't even know what I'm saying. Evie, what's up?
Thank
Morning, everyone.
you.
More news. Go.
Waffles are only good if they're shaped like Texas.
I've never had a Texas-shaped waffle. I think I had a round one. I had a
Insanity
square
is just
one.
a different way of thinking.
Has it been 11 months?
I'm going to say no. It's been 11 minutes. That's an error on Twitch's part. 11 minutes. Thank you for the support. Could you imagine having to support say thank you to everybody who's been supporting us per minute? Like, Bloody Angel, thank you for being here for 16 minutes. Oh, that'd be exhausting.
There's a woman on YouTube who has a baking channel. She once followed a Bob Ross painting tutorial using frosting. Gem chair 1, gem chair 1, gem chair 1.
I don't know if I could sit through that. People watch Bob Ross because he's like the ASMR of painters. You know? Happy little trees and all that. And what about up here in the sky? Put some nice little puffy clouds up there. You know, you say to yourself, shouldn't these be raining blood? I think so. Let's put some little blood in there. That was during his goth phase.
Have a cookie.
Go.
What up, PG, Pauline, Jim, Dawn, and chat? Long time no see, and I need some elbow press sanity in this world of insanity.
Oh, the world gets
1.5
crazier and
year.
crazier.
Thank
doesn't
you.
it? Thank you. No. No note.
Outside is icky. So it seems I'm no longer getting email notifications on your channel either, PG. Guess I'll have to do my own troubleshooting to figure it out.
No. Just unfollow, refollow, and enact the notification
Goth
thing.
is not a phase, it's a way of life.
Yeah, for some people it is. You know, weekend warriors and all that. Puh. Puh. I spit on them. Ugh. I will pour manic panic in their eyes. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Thank you, Dark Artist. Thank you. Let's see. Bloody Angel, KCW, what? What did you say? What? Not a phase. Happy blood. Yes, happy little blood. You should do that. There you go. New follow. Hey, thank you. Adam, Goth Bob Ross would be awesome to see. How come somebody doesn't do that? You know? Just get the big Bob Ross fro going and put some bats and skulls in it. And, be like, today we are painting. You got to do ASMR like, but with a tinge of darkness. Almost as if Christopher Lee was doing the painting. We are going to put some dark... I can't do a Christopher Lee impression. He had such a good voice. Oh, my God. Let's see. What'd you do? All right. This week we fell off the bed and pulled the muscle. What? Pulled the muscle in her back. No. It's not having an infection to trigger her. What? Oh, come on. They're waiting a long time. My mom's okay, but it's coming home today. Oh, hey, that's good news, though. Hey, Evie, that's a serendipitous series of events that actually worked out to her benefit.
That bleeding clouds thing reminds me of the creepy landscape I once painted that had trees made of bones and human heads for fruit. Gym cheer 1, gym cheer 1, gym cheer 1, gym cheer 1.
That's actually an awesome sounding painting.
All right. Get to listen to PG while cooking for 50. The job never ends.
What?
Jim, hi Jim Lurka.
Oh my God.
Happy Father's Day to Jim. Seeing how he is a cat dad, it still works.
Still works. Cat Dad. Isn't that a cartoon series? No, it's Cat Dog. What's Cat Dad? It's probably a manga. Yeah. Cat Dad Cafe. There you go. Somebody work on it. Free ideas. I only have so many nubs to work with here. Dude, come on. Oh, God. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You have chosen
Go.
wisely.
7 Copico moons.
Copico. Yeah, I haven't had a Copico in a little bit. So don't worry about my throat. It's getting better. Still a little scratchy here and there. Cat Dad, number one
Someone
superhero.
made it rain beats.
Wow.
Everyone shake your beats.
Lucifer. Wow.
Greetings, how is everything? Have you got all the music items I have sent? Hope you are doing
think
a
so.
lot better. There is still more coming.
What?
Please did Begley get his gift?
Hello and welcome.
There's a bunch of stuff.
30 moves.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Lucifer, thank you. Yeah, we literally have a bin of stuff that looks like it was sent from you. We have to go through it. I think it's all addressed to the squirrels. They got to go through it. I'm not allowed to touch it. That's mail fraud. I can't go through their mail. Mail fraud. Isn't that a club? Mail fraud, but it's spelled differently. Like you go in there expecting, but it's completely different. Yeah, no, what? We'll open them. I will. Quarantine. I know, I'm still being stupid about it, Nah, what, do eat now? I can't do eat now. Because we just picked up some the other day. Remember, we're still doing the quarantine of packages we get for some reason. I know, man. Sorry, we got ingrained into being specifically paranoid about germs now. Well, at least those germs. Because I'm just like, the last person that touched it might have been somebody who might have been near somebody who might have had something, maybe. Even though I'm living in a state that has a 0.5 percentage rate of actual infection. Like, we are literally the lowest, and still we're being paranoid. Maybe that's why. Maybe everyone in the state is paranoid about it. Maybe that's why our numbers are so low. All right, if it's not broken, don't fix it. There you go. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna have everything's open up, and squirrels are gonna go through it, and then what? Next Sunday, can I borrow their stuff, and then we can have a Lucifer day of all the gifts? Because there's been a lot. There's been a lot. Come on, I want to show off the Furnace Face CDs. I could show one now. I can get it.
In the painting I also painted the head fruits on the ground in various stages of decomposition and flowers made of fire. Gym cheer 1, gym cheer 1, gym cheer 1.
You should post a picture of that somewhere. Take a picture. Post it. I think the squirrels are safe. You think? Come on, Jeff.
Look at those
Are you
lips.
sure? Go.
New Yorkers just don't like being near each other.
Yeah, but everyone's packed in like sardines for some reason. I don't know what it is. I know. What are we going to do, man? People. What are you going to do? CGI makes what? Babies even uglier. Oh, yeah, aren't they coming out with new Boss Baby something or whatever? Why did that series end up keep going? Like, they made a movie, and I saw, like, half of it, and I turned it off because I was like, this is terrible. And then they just kept making them. There's like 8 of them now, right?
In the unusual paintings department, I love Giger's work and actually have one of his posters.
Nice.
His work was dark, disturbing and hauntingly beautiful. We shall not see his like again.
Oh, you just got to go through DeviantArt or Etsy, or I'm sure there's somebody copying that style. Not as good, but I'm sure it's out there. There's a lot of creepy stuff out there. But yes, definitely one of the few original people out there who are like, hey, let's get weird. You know? It's like he took Bosch work and just cranked it up to 11. Really old painter, used to do scenes in hell, all that stuff. I think his name was Bosch, right? B-O-C-H, I think. B-O-S-C-H? I don't know. No. Thank you. Payment, now we got that. Literally 0%. Who's literally 0%? What? I'm distancing here. There you go. It's pretty good.
I wish could, but I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. I've been thinking about redoing it when I can get the supplies, though.
Yeah.
Gym chair 1, gym chair 1, gym chair 1, gym chair 1.
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
My favorite painter is Luis Royo.
Luis. Is it Luis or Louis?
Ilwell Press game idea, dating sim that has all the characters and has a pet function with the squirrels, PG, and even toss study in there as an unlockable bonus, and each pet gives a different buff and debuff. Example, Foamy gives
Foamy gives you insight on a character you're trying to date, but makes them easy to anger due to his hyper logic. Get on it, people. Get on it, people. Yeah, that's an angle. No, you imagine having pet squirrels help you go on a date, and they whisper in your ear what's going on.
Will I ever listen to your podcast? At work and going,
Yes.
Speechless face.
Come on. What? It's fun. There you go. That's what podcasts are for, to get through the mundane. You should post these on Monday. The podcast should be posted on Monday so people can listen to it at work. You're always doing it Friday. It's like, yeah. Postal Sage, what's up? Timothy Termite. Boss Baby is proliferated by Alec Baldwin. Ew. Why? Doesn't he have enough problems? Like, shouldn't he be working on his acting or something? Like, I can't remember the last good part he was in. What was it, like The Shadow? I don't know. Foamy eye nibble. No. That would be super helpful. Imagine just if your pet had really good insight into the person you're dating. Dogs might be able to do that. I think cats just wouldn't care. Like, oh, their lap is warm, so I guess this is a good one, right? God bless the 90s. I remember the 90s. Actually, no. Oh, speaking of the 90s, I don't know if this guy was from the 90s, but remember the Genie and Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse? The guy who played that character passed away, and I was like, what? He was also the writer for Elvira. I was like, what? He's very good with the double entendres there, you know? But yeah, I was like, what? That's crazy.
My partner loves Boss Baby. Personally, I don't get it, but strokes for folks, I guess.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it never hit with me because I was just like, Well, I'm not a big fan of kids to begin with, so. Yeah. They got like the last kid I liked in a cartoon series was Stewie, you know, from Family Guy, you know, but he just wanted to murder everybody, so, because I could relate. Let's see. What? Zerochi. What? Jambi. Yeah, Jambi. Jambi the Genie. The guy who played him passed away. No. I forget what his name was. It was John, it almost rhymed. Not Paul Rubens. No, it was John Damon or Damone. It almost rhymed. I do miss the 90s and the aughts. It was fun. Yeah. Stuff has gotten progressively less. Paragon. John Paragon. Was it Paragon? John Paragon. See, it sounds like a superhero name. It's pretty good. Yeah. There you go, John Paragon.
Oh no, not Zombie. John Paragon.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I passed away recently.
We don't miss the 90s, we miss our innocence.
No, I actually miss the 90s. Like, if you threw me back in the 90s and I didn't have internet or anything like that, I'd be perfectly fine. I'd be like, this is good. Dude, think about how much less stuff you'd be exposed to that was garbage, you know? You get to walk around. Hey, record stores would still be relevant. It would be fun to go to. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Was that Mecca Like a High? Oh, yeah, Mecca Like a High, Mecca blah, blah, blah. I can't even say it. How did he say that? Wow. All right. If you grew up in the 90s and early aughts, you were part of the last generation that didn't give a bleep about anything. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Now everyone expects you to care. And I'm like, don't tell me what to do. Jeez. Miss the 80s. I have hazy recollections of the 80s. I remember a lot of cartoons. And Beetlejuice. Oh my God. Dude, did you see the Beetlejuice vinyl that came out? There's a Beetlejuice vinyl. It's got this really cool color to it. I don't know. It just looked cool. I'm just letting you know.
Keep it classy.
Go.
Happy Father's Day to you dads out there. Hope loves you little guy and me as well. Today she drew me a pic and baked me a cake. I love this day. Now back to
Nice.
you, Jim.
Good job,
Notice
Hope.
me.
Dakota Warrior. Thank you.
OMG, imagine a world without social media platforms. Pure bliss.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Nah, dude, all you had to worry about is get aggravated because there was, like, dumb stuff in a newspaper. You know, you just flip, like, you believe this article? Yeah, whatever, man.
Nice.
Go.
Who remembers Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny? Old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground when Batman suddenly burst from the shade and hit Godzilla with a bat grenade.
That was a very well-written song. Dude, it was good. It's still one of my favorite tracks to be discovered from the Newgrounds era, you know? It was classic. That and Word Disassociation. If you like that song, dude, Word Disassociation is brilliant. Ugh. Word Disassociation. The Lemon Demon. Come on. Like Man in America, we gotta go further back in time. Worse it gets for my people. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I guess you want to fast forward then. I don't know. And hey, well, 90s weren't easy on him either. Not,
90s?
I mean, not by
Social
comparison,
media
but still.
is only a thing because people engage with it. That being said, we all know how unsharp the general population on a whole is.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
weird? Hold on.
The 90s era of YouTube was actually enjoyable. Badgers, Owls, Electro Gypsy, Ultimate Battle, hell even Power Thirst had its entertainment factor. I miss those days.
Yeah. And you could have a show like Mr. Wong and people wouldn't crusade to just try to destroy it.
Thank you.
That's old, though.
Also, are you talking about the Beetlejuice stage show vinyl?
No, the actual Danny Elfman one. Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman. Oh, he just came out with a new
I
album,
hid
too.
your car keys.
Weird. Go.
Hello, Pumpkin of the Spice. How are you today?
So far,
Just
so good.
finishing up Father's Day shopping online since Dad is working today. Gonna celebrate the next week.
Nice.
I got him some pretty cool stuff, including a personalized video.
My favorite wrestler, Ted. What? How do I say that without sounding like Elmer Fudd? How do I do that? DiBiase.
Greetings, salutations, and good vibes to you, yours, chat, and whatever you feel like giving other good vibes to. With your feelings on kids, try till Lindemann, ich hasse kinder, translates to I hate.
My children, quirky video too. Okay, that's the thing. Sure, your mom has that on the playlist. No, your mom does not like kids. I don't know how you guys were born. Let's see. Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase? DiBiase. All right. I think I got that. All right. To quote Billy Joel, the good old days weren't always good. Tomorrow's not as bad as it seems. I know, right? No, I mean, yeah, if you're getting nostalgic for the past, your life was 50-50 there. It was either constantly getting into an altercation with somebody and getting the stuff thrown at you, or having fun and discovering music. I think we like the discovering music aspect as opposed to getting kicked in the face, but, you know, depends on the day. I'm not even making that up, like quite literally. But there you go. Ted DiBiase. What? Because no one likes to be told what to think to do back then. I know. I feel. Whatever.
Thank you for
I don't
this
get to
up.
that. Go. 10 moods, crispy finger. What's up? Crispy. Keep your hands out of the fryer. You wouldn't have that problem. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to get some water. Where's my food? I ordered food. I'm supposed to be getting fries. Thanks for reminding me.
Notice me.
Go.
And honestly, social media was okay until about 2010-ish. That's when suddenly all the same people that bashed people like me for being on the co.buter all the time also were no on the co.buter all the time. Damn hypocrites.
All right. Right. I think it's a normie thing. I think the internet pre 2010 was just, it was all goofballs and weirdos and creative people, and then it was just like you had your little section of trolls, but they weren't so loud, and now it's just like everybody who's got to complain about everything and can't really think apparently learned how to tweet something. So there we go. If I've learned anything from social media, it's given me a window into the minds of humanity, and somebody's got to draw those curtains because it's just dark sadness of hatred and loathing. It's weird. Postal Sage, thank you for the 10 bits. Lurk away. Go.
The show Freakazoid had an episode where a guy went around kidnapping all the nerds, to reach the punchline of the main character being the only person on the internet one night.
Ha! It's pretty good. It's like you're pretty funny. There you go. Outcast from Xbox, thank you for the bit. Tend to be up. Say I did it again. I lost it. Used to manage Stone Cold when he was the $1 million champ. Million dollar champ. Huh. I don't know about a lot of wrestling backstory. I know Jade Cargill's really good for the part of Susie June in a live action. That's all I know about wrestling. Cast. Get her a contract. Come on. Jade Cargill, final answer. Let's see. Too many trolls, not enough moats. Yep. But way too many white knights as well. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, well, okay. Not getting into that. Let's see. Social media hasn't been cool since it taught millions HTML coding for MySpace. Yeah. Mike, no, somebody else. I'm sorry you endured that, John. It's your public guy, but glad you found music to your taste. Yeah, Pop-Tart Kitty. Hey, take the good with the bad, you know? I just want to be in an alternate universe. The other one, the better one. Hey, Doctor Strange, where's the universe where things aren't terrible? You know? I'll even take the weirdo from Fringe.
Notice me.
You know?
If people would put half as much energy into being creative as they did Twitter beeping, things would improve in a year or so.
Yeah, but a lot of people like to complain that things should get better rather than work toward it, right? Everyone likes to complain and outrage and stuff, but, you know, when it comes to doing stuff, it's pretty, a little lackluster. Just saying. I know, I'd say the last couple of years there's been some protesty things that have been pretty helpful, but, or at least put spotlights on social issues that need to be tended to by society. But, you know, I don't know. I find it weird, hypocritical that everyone's complaining about saving the environment, yet they're heavily invested in cryptos and NFTs. But there you go. The one thing I legit from the 90s is the cartoons. They were good. The ones current cartoons, the Yoda trash was the best thing. The 2020 producers, reboot of Animaniacs. Go. No, out of our neck punch. Past mistakes tend to catch up with us. Not if you lived in the 90s, then nobody remembers. I'll stay off Twitter completely. I do have an Instagram, but I just post pics of comics and only follow friends. I couldn't care less about the world in general. Yeah, I could see that. That's kind of what I do with Twitter. I just keep up with a couple of people and try to stay away from the... Here's the thing with Twitter. You ever just scroll through it and then you see something that's like...
There's this falsehood where you can chime in on a social issue and that's somehow equate to actually doing something substantial. It's so infuriating.
Yeah, I'm infuriated too. Yeah, no, there is that thing where... Hold on.
I caught on stream the other day.
Good for you. Did we watch it? I was out. I wasn't able to watch it. Go.
Everyone save the environment, except me. I need my aircon and heating on max at the same time.
Yeah, it is those two. Yeah, but yeah, you know, it's just the usual social ineptitude of humanity and not being aware of what they're actually doing, but claiming to be aware of what they're doing when they're really not. So there you go. Hide your wife and kids. What? Amazon Sidewalk. What is Amazon Sidewalk? Is yet another way for possibly... Oh, no, that's the thing. There you go. Yeah, I know about the Amazon Sidewalk thing where they're turning the devices into little Wi-Fi hotspots for, to better things.
Normal is overrated.
Okay. Turn it off.
Wow, 2 years plus.
Yes, 29 moons, Demon Forney. Thank you. Appreciate it. 2+. 2 plus. 2 plus. Thank you. No, that is a weird thing.
Thank you.
Our lobster roll queen Dawn is streaming, and no one told me. Give me a link.
Where have you been? We mentioned it on the stream numerous times. What'd she do? Like Monday, shoes. Well, I don't know the days. It's like 4 days now. I don't know. They've been doing it for 3 months. 3 months, at least. I don't know. There you go. There you go. Spooky kitty cat's in there. Thank you, Slowpass. Recycle pretty well for the most part. And plant flowers in the neighborhood as well. Yeah. I can't even remember. Here's the thing. I try to recycle so much stuff. They got to tell me, hey, that's not recyclable. I'm like, but it's plastic. It's not the right kind of plastic. But put it over there. That's that plastic. Come on. Maybe they can figure it out. No, and then I got to argue with somebody about what cans I can put in places, Let's see. Yesterday was one day. Yep. Thank you, David.
90?
Go.
Need good vibes. Phone is malfunctioning to point I need to get another one, but my disability check is reduced and I put in my 2 weeks, so this is gonna be a lesson in financial acrobatics. Lol.
Why is it reduced? That doesn't even make any sense. Not during the whole thing going on there. It's why? I want answers. But I'll do good vibes. Good. Where's my screen? Why is this thing here? Oh my God. What happened to my camera? My camera. No. No. All right, there's good vibes here somewhere. I just got to find my camera. What happened? Why is that off? That's so weird. All right. Okay. Apparently things got... Okay. Apparently the succubus isn't into good vibes. Unless she's been out of shape. That the little blob. Get away from her. You're slimy. What is happening to this screen? Every time I show up here, there's always something weird. My cardboard cutout is now like hovering in the air. Like the guy at the end of Highlander. You can almost see the strings. The toast is just derpified by the rainbow. This blob is here. The heart's stuck in her hair. What a passive-aggressive little demon that is. Good vibes. I don't know. Maybe these guys can get along somehow. It's like all weird over there. Let's see. We vibing. Joey, buddy, what's up? Dun, 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 dun. Dawn stream. What? The blob is cute. Yeah, the blob's all right. I haven't had a problem with him yet. And getting some water. Right after this.
Da-da. A new follower for Dawn has emerged.
Hey, there you go. Spooky Kitty Cat. Thank you for following. Dawn, you got to follow. I don't know if she can hear me.
Thank you.
Spider.
We saw it.
Hey. Nice. Jeez. She's yelling. All right, she saw it. I can hear it just screaming. All right, let me get water. All right, can somebody tell me, now because the Squirrels brought this up in the last podcast, what is happening with Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Mew.
L.A. What's up? Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I went to look at a house yesterday and found out that it's barely the size of my mom's garage and still being lived in a hoarder with
Outside
stuff all over the
Iziki.
place. Boo.
Now alert. Warning sign. We saw it.
We saw it. Dun-dun-dun. Bye-bye.
I am Grandmaster of the Good Vibes, bestows upon you all the good vibes in my coffers.
Coffers just sounds like somebody who's really sick, like a group of people. You know?
So with all this MQ art as of late, will there be some cartoons? I get that the original ones were a little lewd to say the least, but hey, Newgrounds would be a great spot to host that type of content.
We'll see. We'll see what kind of free time we have. Hey, maybe make it what do they call them? Make it a VTuber, and then you can just comment on stuff. You know, be like, oh look, guys, reactions. Come on, do it for the blob. It'd be cool. Thank you and thank you. Drink water and sometimes cranberry juice. They'll prevent kidney stones. The goal of these stones. Go. Thanks for the follow. What's up?
You get a soup.
You get the soup.
13 moons, wow, what time?
Smoke cats. Thanks, robot, for that broken sentence. 13 moons. Wow, what time? Wow. Like time flies kind of thing. Go. Thank you. Appreciate it, Rocket. New follow. What's up? Hey, Ricky. What's up? And Fury followed. We got 2 follows. Second that chicks not wanted to work, but if my check saved me to reduce, I want to pay if it'd be worth it. Yep. I think the big issue is with the fact that the owner priced it at $130 because, what, $130? Because the has it around it. $130 or $130,000. 130? $130 sounds like a good price for a house. $130K. Oh, okay. That's pretty expensive. That's expensive. That's a lot of money. That's like 5 cars, you know? I buy cheap cars. Let's see. Are we already in some July? Like, well, yeah, dude, we're already in July. Hey, that's pretty good, though. Almost. Yeah, we got 10 days before we get to July. We're almost there. Before you know it, it's going to be Halloween, which means Christmas. Hey, when is Prime Day? When is Prime Day happening? Is anything going to be on sale that I definitely need to buy? I think we need more hard drives. Let's see. You're back when my internet hiccuped. Thought you'll die? No. All right. Chicken picking. What's up? This week. 22nd. 22nd. I thought they said it starts at midnight, like on the 21st. That would be tonight. You're hoping for a PS5. What? What? You're hoping for a PS5? You want to set the bar a little lower? I mean, not even Olympic people can jump that.
Geld
I mean,
ist wunderbar.
wow.
With all the announcements I've heard in the past few weeks, what's your take on Windows 11?
As long as it doesn't break my stuff, I don't care. Go.
130K? My house is 300K. I feel sad now.
Right. Well, it's all about location, depending on where you live, you know? Sometimes you're just paying for the location. You can literally get something that's like 1,000 square feet, and it'll cost you like 400
Your generosity
grand in
hurts
certain
my
areas.
heart.
Wow.
Ouchie.
Whew.
For you after 1 year of fun.
Hey, thank you, Smoke Cats. 1,000 bits. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Generosity.
I need a PS5 because my PS4 Pro died.
Oh, God. You had a Pro? Wow, look at you. Fancy. Dude, you know what happened to our PS4? Hold that.
Windows 10. The final operating system Microsoft will ever publish. It's designed so that we can just keep upgrading without having to change versions. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, well, that's business for you. But at least it's not going to be as bad as Mac. Because, you know, every time they roll out something, everything breaks. Like all your old software stops working. Oh, the developer needs to fix this before you can ever use it again. I have all my work on here. Don't you have a compatibility mode like Windows? Oh, you're living in the past, bruh. But my work! Yeah, we'll see. I'll upgrade the worst computer I own and see what happens. And as long as my programs work, then I'll update everything else. We'll see. Yeah, Eevee, Junji Ito anime. They're making Umizaki, the Spiral one. There's a trailer for it on Adult Swim. They're actually keeping with the art style. It looks really good. Look it up. That's what they said about Windows 7 or 8 and Alta Vista. And what was the other one? Longhorn. Or I miss Windows 7 and XP so bad. Yeah. Uzumaki. There you go. Uzumaki. Thank you. I don't know why that... I'm hoping for an Atari 7800. What? Oh, no, our PS4, our power supply in there fried. We had to buy a replacement and fix it ourselves. It cost like $60. So aggravated. But we fixed it and it worked. You know, so that's good. I don't even know why it died. It just is like, no, we're not going to work anymore. We're PlayStation. Never had this problem with an Xbox. Just saying. I miss DOS, the last Microsoft OS that was even close to stable. On Macs, you need to upgrade hardware to work with the new OS. Oh, come on. Can't stand that. Uzumaki. I refuse to upgrade my Windows 7. Oh, come on. It works just fine. As
Muchas
I no
gracias.
longer support it. Okay.
That's what happened to mine. Where did you find a power supply for 60?
Oh, dude,
Stay
Amazon.
classy.
Great. So when my company upgrades to Windows 11, my laptop will finally crash.
Probably. No, go. Now, if that happened to your Xbox, just forget about the PS5 because you ain't going to see one. $60.
I got my PS4 at launch and still have it unusable today. In defense though, I'm not on it 24/7, so that might be why.
Yeah, that's
Thank
true.
you.
I barely use it.
Not to change the subject, but I just got a promotion at work
Nice.
and I'm going to start this Monday. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Dude, that is awesome. Smoke Hats, new job. Yay. Hey, you know who also got a new job? Danker. Remember Danker? Danker, the training person. They're into trains. No, they got a new thing they said on Twitter. Congratulations, Danker. Yeah. Goal. Or whatever. That's good. People getting jobs. Power supply. All you have to do is get the model number of your PlayStation. Make sure it's the right one because there are different, what do they say? Like, port things, connectors. There's different connectors for different versions of PlayStation. So get your model number, type it in there, look for power supply, boom. $60. You just got to unscrew it, pop it back in there. It's actually relatively easy. Yeah. It's not like an iPod. You know how difficult an iPod is? Jeez. There you go. Bump, bump. Work. No, seriously, you got to check that model number. Weird, but hopefully a good day anyways. Yeah. Bump, 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 bump. Crash PS4 24/7. What? No, why would I leave my PlayStation on 24/7? Who does that? You know, I played 2 games on that system. Gravity Rush 2. Oh, no, wait. Oh, sorry. Dragon's Crown. I got halfway through that. Those are the 3 games I played on the PS4. Dawn played maybe like 4 games on that. And for some reason, it was just like, it might have been a power surge or something that fried it, you know, because that happens every once in a while. I don't know. But who knows? Bump, bump, bump. I haven't turned my PS4 on in almost a month. Guarantee you there will be an update. Make and model generates variables and variations and adapters. There you go. What they said. What words? No, that's important. For sure, power surge in. Yeah, probably power surge. Because I remember it going out. Like, we had power outages, and then the next time I tried to turn it back on, it was just like... You know, you get that thump when you try to turn it on. Dunk, dunk. It's like, oh, God. Are you okay? PS4, dunk, dunk. Oh, that poor sound. It really bothered me. And then it would turn on and it would be like, dunk, dunk. Oh, no. Like it worked for a second. Dragon's Crown, it doesn't just have, I'm going to say cute ladies. Even the dwarves are hot. What? Come on. They're that same company, if you like the art style for that, they did 13 Sentinels. It has the same style. I forget the developer name. Not Atlas. I don't think it was Atlas. Whatever. They did another game. The art style is very similar. I quite literally, I think I have a collector's edition somewhere around here that I just never opened. It's so sad. I ordered it because I'm like, I literally wanted to throw money at them because their art style was unique. Oh, yeah. Speaking of games, getting back to Beyond Good and Evil. Hey, where's my Beyond Good and Evil 2? I haven't heard news of it. Does anybody know? Is anybody keeping up with it? Where is it? Ubisoft, where is it? Come on, it was a unique game back in the day. It was like Pokemon Snap, but fun, I guess. It was different creatures. I don't know. Pokemon was kind of cutesy. Like weird stuff. Anyway. Vanillaware did. What? Oh, really? Vanillaware? I hate my phone thinks I'm hit. What? Hitting period instead of spacebar. Oh, no, that happens. Makes physical clicks when you know it's bad. Yeah. That happened to, what was the other thing that we had that kind of broke? And then we tried turning it on. It was like, it was like some weird sound I've never heard from. Might have been like an old CD player. No, that one was the one that made that weird kind of thing. It was just this weird, like, death hiss. It happens. Another good art style game is Odin's Spear. I think it's the same people who did that as well. I'm not quite sure. Maybe. I really gravitate, like, if you're going to get into, like, the whole anime genre of games, I tend to gravitate ones that have unique art styles, like, Persona definitely had a unique art style. Dragon's Crown had a decent art style. It was a little different. It's not like, okay, here's your stock anime character with, different color hair and, go fight, that kind of thing. Though Scarlet Nexus looks kind of good. I'm kind of thinking about that. They have those weird
Beep,
creatures
bop,
that look amazing.
boop.
Go.
Last update on the website was from July 2020.
July 2020. That's a year ago. That's a year ago. It is 2021, correct? Wow. Last update, July 2020. Wow. Vaporware. That's just something they brought out like 2 E3s ago, and they're like, hey, everyone. What's his name? I forget the guy's name. Hey, we're here to announce we're going to make... I don't know why I'm making them sound Italian when I know they're French. I can't do a French accent. Because every time I try to do French, it's beyond good and evil, too. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they came out and they're like, hey, Beyond Good and Evil 2, here's this glorious CGI trailer that looks really cool, and then nothing. That was like 2 years ago. See, the Dragon's Crown creators, Vanillaware did Odin Sphere and Muramasa Demon's Blade. See, there you go. I don't think I could get those games, though. Those are on like PS2 or something. Or before that, even. I don't even know. What is E3, like a video game convention? Yes, E3 is like a video game convention. That's where everybody announces new stuff. Forza Horizon 5 looks awesome. It looks beyond awesome. It looks flippin' amazing. I'm probably never going to be able to go to Mexico in my lifetime. So if I can drive around in like super realistic 3D rendered things, that is awesome. That is awesome. Maybe I will. That'll be my retirement vacation. I'll get kidnapped by a drug cartel, and then I'll have to write my memoirs.
Thank you. A game with an art style I really like is The Long Dark. It is set deep in the winter in Canada, and the style they used really works.
Oh, there you go. That's the one that takes place in the snow. I think I remember that. I'll have to refresh my memory. No, that's what you call it. You go from, you call your memoirs from cartoons to cartels. Go.
You were right about Netflix ruining anime.
Aha!
I was excited for Record of Ragnarok, 10 Wombs versus 10 Gods. But the animation is very lazy.
Yeah, that's what I've been noticing about anime. And yeah, everyone here who knows anime, there are some series that really like bring it. And then there are ones that are just like, here's this is it. This is what we're doing. Here you go. It's the anime sequence. Oh, I can't believe blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. And then we got the different angle. Oh, wow, this is crazy.
Game that looks amazing is Scorn. I'll doubtless watch it here or on YouTube or something. I can't justify paying the money for the new systems, but the game still looks sweet.
Scorn. I've been scorned. What? Thank you, Dark Artist. A friend of mine has been making games for Xbox and PlayStation for the last 12 years. He does his own art. Check out Ska Studios.
You ever watched Soul Eater?
Salt and Sacrifice. I've actually heard of that. Hold on. You ever watch Soul Eater? I think I have. Have I? Oh, but that reminded me. One Piece is getting Funkos if you care. So, yeah, another thing ruining anime. They're making Funkos. Funkos is so not anime. Why are you going to make Funkos of these characters? They just have beady little eyes now, So it kind of defeats the purpose. But that and I think Dragon Slayer. That's weird. Soul Eater is awesome. Bum, 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 bum. Would you like a copy of Odin's Field PS4? Really? Odin's Field. I don't know if I'll get a chance to play it. That's on a PS4? Oh. No, we should track that down then.
Brilliant. More wasted plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Maybe it's recyclable plastic. Funko should really do that. They should make all their little pop vinyl things made out of just recycled plastic. I mean, what's the problem? Really? I didn't think it was on PS4. I thought it was earlier than that. Oh, all right. I don't know. I get awkward when I get gifts. Clearly. All right. Took me forever to bring out the little cough drops I was happy
Notice
about.
me.
Go.
Honestly, my favorite anime is still Slayers.
Oh, there you go. Slayers. No, and here's the thing. It's like, I don't mind if anime has bad animation, if it's like a slice of life kind of thing, because it's like, that's mostly dialogue anyway, right? And people just kind of staring at each other and all wistful and all that other stuff. I don't mind that. But even Watamoti had a decent animation, from time to time. But I don't know. I feel like, and I get it. Everything's done on a budget now. So it's like, hey, if you really want animation, you got to pay for it. And Netflix is like, meh. How about some more of that pan and scan stuff? Yeah, okay. This park bench is made entirely out of Funko Pops. That'd be pretty good. Little eyeballs sticking out in the arms, just like, help me. I used to be a Funko Goku. Help me. Is it possible to be out of plastic nationwide? No, because I think there's so much of it, everyone could just recycle it. Go.
One of my favorite ancestors is actually a really old and super cheesy fan service series called Blue Seed. It's campy and ridiculous.
I'm assuming you meant anime, not ancestors. But having an ancestor is campy and ridiculous. I feel like it would be like John Waters or something. I know what you meant. Let's see. Thank you. I know, write it down. I'm all for writing down. Since the comic industry has went woke, went back to manga and anime, and it's like I returned home from a long journey. Yeah, I haven't read like proper Western comics in quite some time. Usually I'll like dig through old stuff, like Strange Days.
The only Netflix original anime I like is Agretsuko. Seeing an anthropomorphic red panda going through typical problems at work and takes it out on death metal karaoke.
Outside is
That
icky.
sounds pretty awesome, actually.
I still go back and watch an old 80s anime called Urusei Yatsura, those obnoxious aliens. It's cheesy, corny, bombastic and creative as hell. I love every minute of it.
Yeah, there you go. See? Awesome. I like weird stuff. Yeah. Well, maybe that's the problem. I think most of us here tend to gravitate towards like oddball stuff. So when we see like normie stuff, we're just like, couldn't this be a little bit weirder and therefore better? Thanks for the follow. Just saying. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. When something goes woke, it really lost to reality and cannot be saved. It cannot be saved. They'll reboot it in a couple of years, Now, once people get over themselves and people can take a joke, then everything's going to get rebooted again and it'll actually be edgy. Go.
Gem share one 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 gem share one.
How come I read like almost every one of them? That's weird.
More pillows for the pillow fort.
A good weird anime is The Way of the House Husband. It's about a guy who used to be in the Japanese mafia and then got married, so he's no longer in the mafia. It's funny because all his references are all mafia base.
I am aware of
Scary
that series.
skeletons. Boo.
Okay, I'm going to get water.
Gem share one 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 gem share one.
And Timmy the
Have a
Termite
cookie.
gifted a bunch of subs.
Gift
Why?
time.
Why? Thank you, Lucifer. Appreciate. And wait, no, who did? Timmy the Termite gifted a sub to J.i.M. You got a sub. Goodbye, your boy. You got a sub. Decadash, you got a sub. RoboCat. Dun, 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 dun. Meow. Mad Dog Air Pirate. Yar. You be a sub now.
The Castlevania anime was really good. Perhaps the animation went super top tier, but the story worked so well and ended perfectly. Also, we're getting a sequel using the Rondo of Blood and Satan storylines.
Oh, there you go.
It's alright.
Oh.
Destroy them all with
Yeah.
kawaii hugs and treats.
Remix. Thank you. You scared me. The volume of that's a little loud. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Hi. Thank you for the raid. I wasn't expecting it. It came out so it was like, wow. There you go. Right. Thank you. Pulse Age. What? Let's see. Thank you. Timmy the Termite. Thank you. Timmy. Castlevania. I saw like the first 2 episodes. I didn't get it. I quite literally didn't get a chance. What is it? Like 3 seasons now? Oh God. So far behind. How long till the woke fad will die down? As soon as people realize that they're losing money. Because, all right, here's the thing. That whole thing, it's people have looked at demographics and charts and all this other stuff and like, oh, okay, this is what people want to see, so we can give the impression that we're this. So, they do the woke thing and they blah, 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 blah. I think in the back of their minds, they don't really care. They're just like, hey, potential profits. That kind of thing, because it's business, all right? And then once those profits turn, and it's just like, hey, people don't like being preached to 24/7 about stuff that should be common knowledge. Then they'll be like, oh, let's change this, make it more violent.
Thank you.
So we'll see.
Pride one, 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 pride one.
Boo.
Last week my channel points were 177.6 and now it's 178.9. All I can think of is miracle.
See, again, I just read that as Manchurian. Why are you thinking about Manchurian right now? And why did it knock out that one bit, knocked out all my little pride bits? Lucifer worked hard on filling that cup up with pride bits. Oh, thank you. Go.
Smarget did a woke thing about 4 to 5 years ago that cost them more than 20% of their stock value overnight. They still hadn't recovered when the lockdowns hit. And it's likely they won't ever now.
Oh,
Mucho
well.
gracias.
Was pride one of the 7 deadly sins? Hey.
I don't think so. I think you're thinking of a different kind of pride. Or was that ego?
Boo.
Sorry to change the subject. I remember you said you saw the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker trailer. What did you think of the music in it?
God, actually, I don't remember the music. Why don't I remember the music in
Lobster
that?
rolls.
Wow.
Hyperb 11 Booster Boo Dawn off 24 Joy Pride Rise. It reads all my bits because I am the almighty Lucifer. Lol.
Is that why? You got
Thank you.
special access?
Why can't Ritsuko's boss give her a break from making him tea? She's not the maid.
Yeah, but everybody likes tea. Hold on, Jack's wife. Dude, I just realized I got a decent, until I got a decent doctor, I cannot attend E3 because of the highly likely I have seizure.
So what did you think of the music?
I don't remember the music. Oh, no, we're on a Final Fantasy thing. I thought we were still on Final Fantasy. Yeah, hold that thought. We got through Freddie Fender and Loretta Lynn, and I want to know why both of them are so sad. Why is country music so sad? Freddie Fender kind of borders that, though. Why? Tell me why. What is happening over there that makes everyone so morose? What? Dude, they're sad. And I got to tell you, I didn't think, Freddie Fender would sound the way he does, considering how he looks. I had no idea. It's pretty good, though. I only got through those 2, though. That's all I got. Was that
Mucho
it?
gracias.
Or is there another one in quarantine?
Panic basket, panic basket, panic basket, panic basket, panic basket.
Is it a panic basket or picnic basket? Why? I don't know. Thank you. No, but no. For some reason, I don't remember the Final Fantasy music. Why not? Why?
Beep. Bop.
Go.
Boop.
Want to run a successful business in the indie market?
No.
Avoid the 5 C's. Corporations, censorship, celebrities, cancel culture, and China. Anyway, questions?
Yeah. The one C missing from that is cash. How do you make that? That's the one C that's always missing when you do indie stuff. Money. There you go. Ka-ching. The other C. So I'm missing the cash and the ka-ching. That's usually the problem. That's the problem of being indie. All right. There you go. Thank you. What? No, I don't think that was it. Panic. It's on fire. Well, I wouldn't. Wait. What if that's a barbecue picnic basket? It's supposed to be on fire. Living an internally aggressive lifestyle at the time only moves forward. What? A lot of rural areas are suffering nowadays as young folks flock to the cities for jobs. And nobody wants to go to the cities for jobs. Are you kidding me? most people are actually moving away from the city to buy houses in rural areas because they're just like, yo, bleep this. And I'd rather commute than get stuck down here in a pandemic again. Yeah. No, basically property values have gone up everywhere. So, well, at least near cities. Go.
There is one more. It's a Selena Quintanilla. It's more upbeat than the others.
Oh, that one. That one we got. That one we got. Yes, that one we got. We got that one. Thank you. We haven't opened it yet. Or did we? I don't think we did. Did we? I can't even remember. Why? This week has been a haze for me. Thank you. We shall give you an update. All right, well, at least it's upbeat. And not that I don't mind depressing music, dude. I'll sit there and just... And hey, there's actually Freddie Fender songs I actually knew that I forgot I knew. Like, serious. Like, by a condi... What? I forget it. I can't say Spanish. Ugh. Well, yeah. Anyway. I actually knew some of them. I forget where I heard them before, but they were around. Maybe it was a record store.
90?
Go.
Caught in a predicament of works want to keep working remotely, but corporate control freaks, micromanagers want people back in the office.
Oh, everybody likes, what are you doing there, Bob? You know what I'm doing here? I'm recovering from my 4-hour commute to this hellhole. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. All right? So you want to micromanage my aggressions right now? Because I've been stuck in traffic? Oh, maybe you should work from home. Yeah, I think so. I think I'd be more productive by not spending an hour shaving and cleaning and getting myself ready to get into a car and then drive 3 hours to get here. And then having to work an 8-hour day and then do it all over again. Go.
I'm one of the oddballs then. Working at home was hell on earth for me. I was celebrating when I was allowed to finally be in the office full time again.
Well, lucky you. You must get along with people
90?
because I can't.
I already told my boss if they force us back into the office, I will continue to work there until I find a new job.
There you go. It's like there's a lot of
Dinero
people
por
who don't want
café.
to go back to work.
Thank you.
No one wants to work, period. What with unemployment checks being rolled out still. But that's beside the point. Did anyone notice how quickly the drunk drivers and brothers took advantage of Juneteenth's new status as a federal holiday this weekend?
No, I didn't.
I saw a video where a guy worked at company for like 45 years and is finally able to retire, and as soon as the pandemic ended well for his area, he went to work in his shorts and Hawaiian shirt on his first day back and said, well, if you
don't want me to work at home, I guess I'll bring part of my home here. Oh, there you go. Why not? That's what I would do. I'm just saying, because for the people that I know that actually work from home, they've actually been more
No me
productive.
gusta estúpidos.
They've been more productive.
My customers in my building want 100%, but rules say 20%. It will be less.
Thanks for a follow. That's weird. 100%. 100%. Get out of here. It's impossible. It's impossible. What? Evie. I like to start up my own gaming studio. Yeah, I would too, but time. It's all about time. What? Do time. Screw the office thing. I started working from home shortly before the pandemic. So many things happened that caused me to miss losing my job if I wasn't working from home. There you go. That's the thing, especially if you live far away. Oh, God, if you have to take public transportation to get to your job, what a hellscape that is. Oh, my God. You're literally at the mercy of, like, public transportation having a schedule they actually stick to. Very rarely does that happen. I'm working this whole time, missed the stay-at-home train, but I have to cook for people. Well, cooking you kind of can't do remotely.
Welcome to my life.
Welcome to my life. Welcome to my nightmare. Oh, what's up? Still, go.
There is literally no reason I need to be in an office to do my job other than the company wanting us to be watched.
Yeah, but what's the point of that? Like, if you're doing your work and you're just as productive, if not more, then why do you need to be in the office? Because now everyone's going to go to the office and be like, hey, Joe, I've noticed your numbers are slacking off since you came back to work in the office. What's going on? Are things okay at home? Yeah, things were okay at home when I was there because I was well rested and I could talk to people and I could communicate and I could get this paperwork done in peace without Amy over there spilling coffee on my tie every 6 minutes. I don't know what her deal is. Why? Why is she here? She Xeroxed my sandwich because she was hungry and then ate it. I'll have a word with her. Amy. Anyway. So who's doing what? I was driving home around midnight yesterday from work, and there was drivers zigzagging all over through multiple lanes.
My office is still closed, actually. Haven't heard any news of it being opened back up yet.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. That could be good or bad, depending on your perspective. I don't know. I don't know. People, each bit is a bit individualized there. People are like, yeah, I want to go back to work. People are like, I don't want to go back to work ever. It's like, ate the sandwich or ate the Xerox. I don't know. I didn't really want to get into details. She has been looking a little bloated. Go. Thanks for the follow. Anime Bay. That Anime Bay. What's up? Screw you, Amy, ruining my sandwich. You imagine? I've never done that. I've never put a sandwich in a copy machine. Do you have to correlate it? Do you have to put the ham in first and then the bread, or what?
It's because they spend money on the computers, the Wi-Fi, and the power for the company. You know that I try to. Bill, I once had a friend who had the man-child that they actually pay for his company at least a set amount every year to keep everything running, so no one...
No worker there actually loses money because the contract rules. The contract say don't have to be able to take a certain amount of time. I got to tell you, in this day and age, most stuff can be done at home. I mean, seriously, between game development and, and I've said this before, I don't know why game development came to a screeching halt when the whole pandemic thing was happening, because that is literally like all digital. What, do you got to have a meeting and everyone's got to stare at the whiteboard for a couple of seconds while this guy doodles things on it? Come on, dude. You could do that at home. Why is Amy standing so
No me
close?
gusta
Spill
estúpidas.
coffee on me. Go.
They keep saying there will be a work-from-home option, but there has been nothing in writing provided. Currently I am good until September per the current operation model work has.
Yeah, always
Thank
get it
you.
in writing now.
90% of my job can be done at home. The other 10% is when other people break something physical.
Oh. Well, that's when you go in person. Be like, look, I can do 90%. If something breaks, I'll show up. But other than that, you don't need me. Easy. Easy peasy. My Carolina Reaper Ghost Peppers plane is really great. I'm excited.
Notice me.
Go.
They are afraid of people having access to company files at work. Not that I agree with that, it's what I think it is.
Oh, well, maybe I could see that, but, there should be, because there is software that can monitor what people do, so why don't they just have that? I don't know, everyone, I think a lot of people would trade that up to be like, yeah, you go ahead, put whatever spying software you need in my computer, I'll stay home. I don't agree with that either, but, I don't know, maybe hire trustworthy employees, perhaps? I've overheard customers talk to people that don't want to go back to work. Many companies are hiring, but people are making more unemployed. It's crazy. Isn't that sad that you can get more in unemployment than actual certain jobs? That would boggle my mind. Then you're wondering why nobody's motivated to go back to work. We have jobs, but nobody wants to take them because nobody wants to make $3.50 an hour. $3.50. That's ridiculous. Why not use Zoom and screen sharing to see how files are during reviews? Yeah, why not? Water. Go.
I would add cash is one of the C's to avoid, but everybody needs cash. Without cash, we can't get upgrades, new products and content to make, even the really important stuff, like food.
Oh yeah, I remember food. Remember when we could eat whatever we want? Now we don't. Sad. Thank you. Employees might not be the issue. Hard to know when they work from home and you can't certify the network, etc. Ow. Certify it. Okay. Go.
My company does remote into my computer from time to time while I'm working. I know because the toolbar turns black. I pull up a blank Word doc and type get out of my computer. They don't like that.
There you go. All right.
Employers can't force you to allow them to put spyware on your personal computer. Employers would have to purchase company-owned tech to do that.
Oh, well, you know what? Then just...
Who in here uploads your PS4 saved data to the cloud before upgrading to the PS5?
You're assuming people actually got a hold of a PS5. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. The people I was training in the shipyard position was bragging about the unemployment benefits last year as I was driving home from the South Shells yelling at the customer at Kroger. What? That's not good. That's messed up. No, but that's the thing. If you can't, then they should give you a little company computer. Why not? You're using it at work anyway. Just say, all right, you come in, you pick up your computer, go back home. That is your work computer. Why not? You can't play Minecraft on it. No Fortnite. None of that. You got to do your work. I'd be fine with that. And to complete that thought, they can mandate you only use company supply to equip on their networks. What? And forget about the proprietary thing. Proprietary software is terrible. They don't want them installed on everyone's computer or perhaps licensing issues, some software. You know. Think about the overhead they wouldn't have to be spending on that, But anyway. Have more respect for fast food workers, the people working the waiters, servers. They have to deal with everyone's BS and can't say anything. Yep. I swear, working like restaurants and fast food, it's like, I don't know why people are so obnoxious to them.
I agree office jobs can be done from home. However, the honestly essential jobs have to be done in person.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't be a fire person and do it remotely. What are you going to do? Just point the webcam at a fire with a water pistol tied to it?
I think companies want their employers back because then they can shortchange you on your paychecks. If everyone is working at home, everyone would have a time chart showing when you working, when you didn't work, so they try to shortchange you or try to say you didn't work.
Work that many hours when you could have proof. That's why I think they want everyone back in the companies.
90?
Oh, I'm sticking
My
about
company
that.
spent millions setting people up to work from home and amping up the work servers. I can't understand spending that then saying everyone needs to come back to the office.
Millions? What the? Are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah, that just seems dumb at that point, because then you want to recoup that cost by getting rid of overhead, which would be the office. I don't know. People are weird. I can't stop fires from home. Wait, I quit. Right? It's bad. I make more
Keep it
money. And
classy.
yep.
See you next time, Pumpkin Guy.
Later, Macabre Cat. Thanks for being here and stopping by and saying hi. That's it. They got things to do. Yeah, that's weird. Bump, bump, bump. Remote fire drone strikes. Oh, yeah. Little water drones. Hey, maybe it's a possibility. Yeah, I know how you're going to drag people out of a house now. Just tell them to grab
I
onto
hid your
it.
car keys.
Go.
Brought to you by Beef. It's what's for dinner. Registered.
Beef. Beef? All right. I'm more of a chicken person, but I'm just saying. Beef. Firefighters can work from home if their own houses catches fire. True.
Speaking of food, this PG stream has been brought to you by Krispy Kreme Lemonade
What?
Donuts,
Ew.
Lemonade Glaze, Lemon
Ugh.
Cream, Strawberry Lemonade,
Ugh.
and Pink Lemonade Cake
Why?
Donuts. You?
Yeah. Dude, that's too much lemon. You don't put lemon in there. Ah. Whoa. Ah. I can deal with like lemon cake. All right. I can deal with a lemon cookie. All right. But then what? That's too much. Lemon? No. Ugh. And strawberry lemon is weird. That is weird to me. That's just weird. Why would you? That's weird. I don't want that. Go.
I am always nice to fast food workers, servers, etc. I never know if they are having a good day or not. It has often gotten me extras, got an extra burger once just for being polite.
Isn't that sad that being polite is such a shocking event
human
for a
did a
server
thing.
that they'll give you extra?
Carrot cake beats lemon anything. And I do mean actual carrots, not what Foamy thinks is a carrot.
Beep. Bop.
Go.
Boop.
Maybe millions is a little over, but it's my estimate based on the amount of laptops and monitors needed. In my department there is roughly 4,000. Each needed a laptop and 3 monitors.
Wow. That is a lot of money. I would be yelling. If somebody showed up to work, I'd be like, go home and use the equipment we bought you. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Office is closed. Click. Wow. Donuts over beef. Well, you could have the Luther Vandross and eat a donut burger. So, they kind of go together, apparently. Well, for a little while, till you die. I know it's really gross with lemon stuff. Yeah, a lot of lemon. I do like lemon cookies, though. Lemon cookies are good. It's usually like a fake lemon flavor, though. Huh.
Remember, do not F with people that are preparing food you are going to eat.
Yep.
I have to go now. Sorry. Have a good day, PG, and everyone. Happy Sunday. Bye bye. Hyperb 11 booster boo. Hyperb 11 booster boo.
Smoke cats. Enjoy the day. Be well. Stay safe. Don't do anything weird. Not too weird. Mildly weird's okay. Gotta get weird every once in a while. So, let's see. No working retail from home. Yeah, that won't be a thing. Go.
Maybe they only rent the office spaces and don't want to have to move to downscale for less in-office workers?
I don't know how corporate worlds work. I don't know anything. Dude, I'm trying to think of God, what was the last actual job I had? I think it was quite literally in a record store. No, it was Toys R Us. No, it was Toys R Us. That closed. No, that closed. That closed. I think quite literally out of every place I've actually been in my entire life, all of the places have closed down. And there's one school left that hasn't closed down. That are, literally, I've been to schools that have just been obliterated from the face of the planet for some reason. I don't know. Cutting corners. Record stores were cool. Let's see. How did they cook the catfish? What?
Sorry, batteries not included.
Why, what did you do?
I didn't do nothing. I'm just saying. When I leave a place, it's usually not on good terms. And I leave some bad vibes behind. I just put that right there. I'm like, here's all the bad vibes you're going to need when this place closes down. Inevitably. Okay. Go.
Are you telling us you cursed those places and that's why they are no longer there?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just bad. Let's see. Look, if I had to go through the list of places I worked at 2 movie theaters. I worked at, 3 record stores. I worked at a toy store. I worked at a bookstore. I worked at another bookstore. Dude, I had a multitude of jobs. And they're like, all right, here's the thing. Most of them were based on media. Okay, so bookstores and record stores don't count because it's just whatever. That was going to go anyway. Movie theater, that was just bad management, I guess, or whatever, and wouldn't have helped during a pandemic anyway. And then the bookstores were just kind of what was the other one? A toy store. Oh, yeah, nobody plays with toys anymore, so it's kind of you might as well just be trying to sell cassettes to people. Yeah, it's weird. Dun, dun, dun. Buccaneer Squirrel, what's up? I got po' boys Friday from a local restaurant near my job. Nice. I got nothing. I had a banana smoothie. Leaving disaster in your wake. Yep, pretty much. Dude, when I'm rubbed the wrong way, and I got to tell you, it's there's one place I want to close. I think at least 3 times a day, I'm just like, man, when is this place going to close? And it will. It will. I'm just saying. Let's see. Companies with physical
Steve
business just need to
Lassie.
go.
On the bright side, at least it's not one of Dunkin' Donuts' weird concoctions. Lol.
I haven't been to Dunkin' Donuts in a year and a half. I don't even know what they have anymore. Thank you. Companies with physical addresses just need to have a presence more often than the stockholders with the CDC. Telework, the community companies with physical presence. That's not right. No, that's weird. I don't want that. Toys are so expensive. Legos are unbelievably priced. I feel bad for those kids who have kids. Yeah, but most kids want to play video games now, so they're not going to be playing around with Legos. They're just going to get inarticulate Funkos, put them on the wall, and,
My friend's brother used to work at Toys R Us, and in order to get the job he had to get someone in the store to buy a toy, and he did.
What? I just went there during seasonal, and they hired me during, of course, Christmas. They hire everybody, and basically, if you did your job, they would hire you full time. And of course, we have a work ethic, so we got hired full time. Everybody else, though, got the boot. And they're looking at you like, hey, how come this guy didn't get a job? And it's just like, well, he did work. We saw you on a video camera sleeping for 4 hours. Oh, well, I was tired that day. That kind of thing. Ugh. I have a ton of Legos, but mostly Minecraft Fantasy. Yeah. What do you think should be done with the empty office spaces vacated recently? Turn it into affordable housing. I would say for families first. Seriously, dude. Housing prices and rents are just gross everywhere. There's plenty of real estate for people. It's just a matter of getting the, decent people who are going to take care of the place in an area, not ruin it and make it like affordable, My nose is really itchy for some reason. Is there like allergies going on or something? Slab of meatloaf, caramelized with a few seconds, flat top to serve with Texas toast. What? Housing for the homeless. Well, now, see, the thing with that is you got to figure out why they're homeless first. Okay? Because if there's like a mental thing, then they need like actual mental help. Seriously, because a lot of them there are people who are homeless because of circumstances, and then there are people who are just like off the deep end and they really need mental help. And then you got to find help for those people. But it's such an individualized thing that you have to go through interviews and processes and, systems like, whatever, just put them in California. Yeah. Bump, 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 bump. All right, where do I leave off? You don't have a Dunkin' Donuts there. Really? Facilities for the homeless. Hey, that would help too. Build houses on golf courses. Yeah, that was a George Carlin bit. Good stuff. Biggest waste of land in America. Golf courses. Let's see. Rent is absurd. I'm paying almost half my pay just in rent, and I'm not making low pay. Yeah, right? Then there's healthcare issues. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Dude, because, hey, people in the States still have to pay for healthcare. Even if it's, you got a credit for it, it's still expensive. California is a homeless dumping ground, apparently. I don't know why. I don't know how they made that, a thing, but there you go. And this is why all the rich people are moving out, because they just ruin the area, and everyone's like, let's go to Texas. Let's go to Austin, Texas. Yeah. Because they don't have places that charge me a lot of money for food. So we got to do that and raise all the property taxes. Hi, Beam. What's up? How's it going? California is burning again. Dude, it's always burning. There's always something on fire in California.
More pillows for the pillow fort.
We have a vicious cycle at work. They're hiring people who don't want to work, and other people have to do their jobs who cannot do their own job, and they get upset and quit. Then we hire more people who don't want to work.
Lobster rolls.
I'll tell you why.
We'll see how much homelessness increases on June 30th when the eviction moratorium ends.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dude, it's going to be crazy. But here's the thing about that. People keep hiring people that are, one, not overqualified. So you're getting your medium right there. Two, they're not giving them enough incentives to work and actually care about their job. Because they give them like 2 days a week to work. Yeah, we'll give you a job here. It's going to be, like 12 hours a week. You all right with that? There's no benefits or nothing like that, but we can't even tell you what days you're going to work. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But, just stand by your phone. We'll, call you when you need it. But it'll be at least 2 days a week. Oh, can I get another job in the meantime? Well, no, we don't know what day we're going to need you. You don't want to get fired, right? Huh? How many places are like that? Nobody has a set schedule anymore. It's just randomized days based on some computer algorithm. We need Bob here on Tuesday for some reason. Meanwhile, Bob has only got 12 hours to, to make money and then pay the bills with 12 hours worth of cash. What are you going to do with that? It's ridiculous. I miss your drawing sessions on stream. I do not, because I draw way too much. Take a picture of all the sketchbooks you have so people can explode in creative vomit, okay? Because there is literally a box. God, if I count them now, there's probably like 30 sketchbooks just sitting there in a box. You have no idea how much we draw. It's insane. It's insane. Love my job, mind you, but hated the scheduling system. Yeah, scheduling systems, I have no idea why it's so difficult now. No, because even when you worked at a job, scheduling was like, all right, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. You knew what you could do, right? And then you would get another job if you needed it, and then you would just fill in the blanks. You know, we were the type of person that would work 7 days a week. We didn't care. You know, so it was just like, whatever. Like, oh, cool. I got an extra 3 days to work. Yeah. So. We don't need yuppies moving in. Evie, it's going to be a disaster. Mark my words. Literally, Silicon Valley is just like Texas, like the next big place to just ruin.
My sister was hired as part-time and she was recently made full-time. I think they realized she is a good worker and don't want to lose her.
That is so rare that happens. Now it's like you could be an excellent worker and just be like, you know, please, can I have full-time? I actually care about this job. Well, or they'll give you like the just under full-time status, which is like 37.3 hours, you know. So this way, I don't have to pay benefits, you know. Jerks. KFC and Popeye's biscuits. Okay, that's random. Joe Rogan's bringing yuppies. Why? Where is he bringing them? Pet shelter? What's happening? I moved to Minnesota from California. Oh yeah, how's Minnesota? Is it all right? Is it fun? California is crazy town, and I live here. It's going down the proverbial toilet. My apologies for all the crazy California peeps trying to invade Texas. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You think California will get better now that everyone's, the upper echelons have ruined it and decided to move on, or what? Dun, 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 dun. Better Seth Rogen than Joe Rogan. Yeah. Bump, bump, bump. I like having weather. What? Don't aim at the biscuits. What are you doing? What are you doing to that biscuit? New York City, not so bad. It's very noisy, and the rents are high. The stuff to do is nil at this point, at least for my taste. Because I don't really like going anywhere, doing anything, talking to anybody. They do have some nice comic shops, though. I'll give them that. Let's see. None of the friends.
Outsider Zicky.
Go.
My last 2 contracts have had undisclosed work requirements which are outside my abilities. And then they have the gall to complain about it.
Right. Dude, what are you going to do? People are weird. Sorry, but thank you. Where did I leave off? Somebody lives up. No, I got that. Seth Rogen is trying to be serious, but he sucks at it. Wait, Seth Rogen's trying to be serious? Why? That always happens with comedians. They always tend to try to be serious. And, hey, you know, comedy comes from a dark place, you know? You can't laugh at things unless you've been at the bottom, you know, just been like, oh, God, you know, that kind of thing. And you pull yourself out of it with humor. So maybe he's a really dark, tormented person. But, you know, who knows? Go!
The worst line to see in a job description is all other duties as assigned if you see this run.
Yeah, that means basically like, we're just going to tell you to do everything at some point. They always do that. I want a job description that gives me a description of what my job is, clearly stated. So when they're like, hey, you have to clean the bathrooms now, I'm going to be like, well, that's not in my job's description. But you see assigned duties here and there stuff and added on. And you're like, yeah. Now, I want detailed list and I'm going to cross out what I don't like. I'm just saying. Texans are beyond blunt and put up with no bleep. I'm offended. What? I've offended people because that's how I was raised. Oh, well, that happens. Yeah, people don't like when you're blunt. Everyone needs the softball approach to dialogue now. You know? No, they want everyone wants conversations on easy
No me
mode.
gusta estúpidos.
You know? Nothing crazy.
Sure, when I've seen you do your fair share before palming it off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go.
As a Texas, I can say with confidence, we don't want you here making everything more expensive. Take your hybrid and turn around. We got a good thing going here and we don't need you messing it up.
Well, that's why it's going to get messed up, because things are going good. Dude, it's just gonna get. Oh God, good luck. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, Texas is an open carry state, and they have trigger fingers. What? Really? Yeah, it should be all right. Oh God. Dun, dun, dun. That's gonna be an interesting kind of clash of cultures if you think about it, because you got Texas and then you got California. It's like you guys are, opposite ends of the spectrum on like everything.
That's why I ask someone when they ask for my honest opinion. Are you sure? Because I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah. And then they're just like, oh no, really, I do. And then you tell them, and then they get all bent out of shape, and then you lose a friend. I know, right? Hey, you said it was okay, all right? I'm just telling you, you're a blithering idiot who should probably not do anything and just stop procreating because your kids are dumb too. Nobody wants to hear that for some reason, especially on Father's Day. But you got to be honest. All right, anyway. What happened? Boop, boop, boop. Last thing I want to be caught in when I go shopping is... What? No. What's your hand? What hand? Typo wash. What? I'm moving to Houston. Texans get offended when a certain football team wins. Really? I don't know. I'm not into the sports ball, so I don't know. Honesty may cause crying. Yeah. Hey, some people need to cry. What's up?
Being a combat veteran, I really feel we are the tip of the dark humor and bluntly offensive spirit in life. We also not only have the training on how to fight but have used it.
There you go. You got to have a sense of humor about that. I don't know how you could have. I know that's a darker realm than I've delved in. But there you go. Nautical Razor, what's up? How's it going? Problem with brutal honesty, it's hardly ever honest. What? Oh, my brutal honesty is totally honest. That's why people don't like me. I'm just telling you the truth. How you doing? Hey, Ash Darkthorn. How's it going? How you doing down there? You all right? Yeah, things going good. Doing all right. Things happening? Yawns. Yeah. That's really like Eagles. What? Eagles? Leave Whataburger alone. What's happening to Whataburger? What happened to Whataburger? What happened to Whataburger? No, somebody said to something to Whataburger and somebody's going to leave it alone Whataburger. I don't know what happened to Whataburger. Too many whats. We're good. Hey, they're good. Nice. Not much. How are you? I'm doing all right. Doing my thing. It's Father's Day. That's what it is. That's today. Happy Father's Day. To all the dads. I've had people get angry at me when I can tell they are upset even when they try to show they aren't. Oh, yeah. I got to tell you, dude, reading body language is a curse. You know? Sometimes. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to flip that. You know what? It's awesome. Because then I know when I'm really getting on somebody's nerves. You know? I could just be like, oh wow, that must have really hurt. Let's see, what else can I do? Go.
Seriously, SpaceX is going to have a bunch of people moving in near the coast and rising housing prices in low-income areas.
Then what happens to all the people in the low-income areas that can barely afford to live there now? They get shipped off to California with everyone else who's homeless. God. Why is the world working this way? Can't we just have a universal income of some kind of threshold? You know? Like, my God, what is happening here? Ugh. Anyway. If one wants something to taste like meat, get meat. Yeah. Speaking of, I still need to finish my burgers. Yeah. I'm Brutus honest and find people no reason lying. The truth will come out eventually. It's just time they don't want to. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't want to hear the truth. It may come out eventually, but you don't want it coming from you because it's like the kill the messenger thing. You know? Hey, they're the ones that said it. Get them. It's like, I'm right, though.
Have a cookie.
Go.
Equal share for everyone except this group and that group and them over there. They need more apparently.
No, just disperse some of that uber rich money. You know, Bezos, stop going to space. Help out like the rest of the country. Okay. My God, such I can't. It boggles my mind. It really does. What's happening? What's going on with the emotional roller coaster of Evie? Evie, what's happening? Your different income won't work with a living wage in one state is good, while it's barely enough for a taco in another. Well, this is true. It should be based on the state's income. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if I'm getting a universal income for Manhattan and I'm living in there, then it's going to have to be a lot more than if I'm living in, what's that place? Gotha, Florida. There you go. I remember that because it's goth. I don't know if there's anything in Florida really goth. No, palm trees don't remind me of goth. Can you paint palm trees black? That would be cool. That would be kind of goth. Anyway, all right, what's up? Just even a little taxes rich would be great. Yeah. Oh, isn't that happening? Hey, isn't it Connecticut legalizing the medicinals? I have problems with M's today. Medicinals. Yeah, so recreational medicinals are going to be legal in Connecticut, which means they're going to get a bunch more tax money, which hopefully will go to, bettering certain areas that kind of need help. Wouldn't that be nice? Hey, Governor, whatever your face is in Connecticut, fix it. Anyway. What? Star Trek's Next Generation, Chopa. When can we start? Nah, that doesn't work. There's a book series that I love to call the series just called The Wizard Rules. I follow these rules myself and I real life. Why? Tax the rich. And the concept of rich is just such a divide. Let me get more water. It is starting to get warm in here. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I can feel everything combusting in here. Hey, you know that show, What We Do in the Shadows? Or something in the Shadows? The vampire thing. They're making a spin-off of that called Wellington Paranormal. Or they did. Well, it's coming out. Just saying. Well, at least on in the States, it's going to be on, what's the one that had Supernatural? CW. That's something. I like English humor. It's dry yet witty, okay? Like biscuits. Anyway. It's legal here in California, and it's weird to me. Yeah. I mean, I like, personally, I have no interest in the whole legalization of, because I don't use it for anything. But, tax money, and stop putting people in jail because they had a little bit of stuff in their pocket, you know? Oh, look what I found here. This is like a half an ounce of the marijuana. You know, and it's like, what, you're going to lock somebody up for like years for that? That's so ridiculous. It's like bombastic. You'll ruin someone's life. It's not like crazy stuff. Go.
How is the food shortage in your area, PG? Here I am noticing stores are running low or out of a lot of items.
I don't know. It's been all right here. Where are you? I know. Where are you? I don't know. I know. I have access to chives, so I guess I'm all right. Oklahoma used money to fund schools, but a lot of it was donated to politicians that blocked it for decades, of course. Politics, right? So much texting for my birthday, so annoying, but I appreciate them. Yeah, that happens.
谢谢.
Go.
As long as you keep it to yourself and do it at home, I don't care what people do.
I don't
Lobster rolls.
I'm in PA.
Oh, Pa. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
Things seem to be all right
J.i.M.
here.
Sterling once said, when humanity has its first trillionaire, we have officially failed as a species.
And
Mucho
here we are.
gracias.
I would be fine with it providing it was used in a way that does not affect me. Problem is it stinks. I can't stand the smell and seems to travel for a great distance.
It does. It does. Yeah. We went to college. So yeah, it does waft, you know. So yeah, in apartments it's not going to be fun. But I don't know. A lot of places you can't smoke inside anyway, so it's like, you know, it's weird. Give Dawn some love and good vibes for me today, please. Okay. Dawn, good vibes and stuff. Okay. I will let them know. Did you see the pancakes Dawn made? Oh, good. My screen went black for a second. Why did it do that? It's so weird. Not that anyone has broken the rules, but they're trying to jump ahead. One of the things, however, to keep a certain logic was supposed to the chat is to have to change it to others. Nah. It was planted, dude. If you did a blood draw, it's not in the system. What? And what happened there? Oh, Outcast, thank you for the bit. Going on the last duty. Go.
When I lived in Ree, I can't tell you how many times I smelled MJ coming from cars passing by.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Very discerning smell.
You could always just buy CBD. You get all the medical benefits of weed but without the high.
Oh, there you go.
And if you don't like the smell, get the vape pens. They don't smell but still get you very rosy.
Rosy. Getting rosy. There you go. That's actually a thing, too. I don't know. I think a lot of people, smoking's probably not the way to go, I guess. Because I wouldn't smoke, because still, even smoking it gets in your lungs are a little, kind of thing. I don't know, I'm just, God, you know how much secondhand smoke we probably inhaled as a kid? Both our grandparents smoked heavily. So it was just like, every time visiting them, it was like being in the fog looking for pasta, They always ate pasta.
No me gusta
They were Italian.
estúpidas.
What do you want? Go.
So there you go, legalize medicinal non-smoking methods.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know. Whatever they got to do. It's like, I don't care. Just as long as it, lowers the taxes for everybody, which it won't. I'm sure they're going to claim they have to have more police, presence or something and just raise the taxes on everybody. It's still. Dun, dun, dun. CBD is working on the theory. Ew. Ew, what? Dun, dun, dun. The vapes do smell. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been around anyone that's really been vaping around me, so that's kind of good. Dawn did that for a little bit when she was trying to quit smoking, but she always did it outside, so that was good. Taxes are a bleeping excuse to reach deeper into your pockets, man. Yeah. Wait a second. I don't want people. What? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It'll shake out eventually. We'll see how it goes. In before someone calls the stream right. What? Why? What's happening? Are taxes considered political? I thought that was finances. I guess we can't talk about taxes now. Ugh. God. Let's see. I like that image in a fog looking for pasta. Yeah. Well, it's not fun when you're. Well, hey, you were short as a kid, so it was all right. You're kind of low on the ground, right below the smoke. You look up, you'd kind of just see hazy figures of your grandparents. Just be like, hey, Grandma, what's up over there? Hey, can you even see me? Yeah, I'm fine. So when do you think you'll get back to going to thrift stores again? I don't know, probably relatively soon. We kind of had a mid-June thing we kind of want to do. We're kind of towards the end of it, so maybe July. Maybe I'll do a quick run into a thrift store. But, I don't want to spend any money. We still got working on a root canal here. Root canals. God. Oh, but at least the other thing isn't a big deal, right? That's just like a rest and have some medicine kind of thing. Let's see. New follower. Tales from the internet. Tell me your tales from the internet. I feel like that would be a good series, like Tales from the Dark Side. Tales from the internet. Dun, 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 dun. Why not? Is vaping to help quit smoking after almost 30 years of smoking? I am proof it is possible to use it for the reason and even quit vaping after that as well. Oh, Wick David, good job. Good job. That's awesome. Good job. Good vibes to you. Good vibes. There is such a series. Really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that was
No
even
me
a
gusta
series.
estúpidos.
I want that now.
Tales from the internet, the best the Onion has to offer.
Dude, I haven't looked at The Onion forever. I forgot that was even still around. No, I stopped looking at it when the general public thought it was a real actual thing and not a parody news organization. So then I was like, all right, I can't even, no. I can't, not that, no. All right, maybe I'll look at it. There are no issues, just dropping a reminder for everyone, including myself, to have fun. Have fun. Good job. I don't think Foamy would I don't think Foamy would enjoy hanging out with anybody. I mean, you kind of understand it's Foamy, right? He's quite literally antisocial, and you can put him in a room with probably anybody on the planet, including Gandhi, and he will say something bad about him. And he would be right. I'm just saying, I've observed a squirrel for a couple of years, okay? I kind of see his angle. He's always about like, hey, you do realize you're doing this wrong, right? And you could be a little bit better if you stop doing this, you idiot.
I use it to help me go to sleep because I have insomnia.
Insomnia. Megadeth song. Okay. Hey, whatever you got to do. Tales from the internet. Waifu and memes. Yeah. Miyamoto. Why? The squirrel knows all. Yes, everybody. Hey, dude, you give me 5 minutes to research somebody. I could even what? Dude, the squirrel can size somebody up in about like 3 minutes of just hanging out with them. Like, I got to tell you, it'll probably start with the shoes and then work their way up to their dumb brain. The Onions all joke about the news Halloween was very much different like Foamy's ran on how Halloween was destroyed. Yeah. Maybe Foamy could enjoy the company of George Carlin. Yeah, for a little while. No, I think they would, but I think it would just be like, yeah, people are bleeping stupid. Yeah. Good seeing you. That would be like their exchange. Yeah. If he says anything about Betty White, then it's war. Oh, dude, I immediately thought of something too, but I'm gonna be nice. Let's see. Oh, dude, that was classic. That would if I said what I wanted to, dude, there would just be like, just I don't know, tiny rages in the chat and just gasps, D:. Oh man. Foamy and Carlin would get stuck in an infinite cynicism loop. They could probably learn from each other. Go.
Say it. Say it, you can't tease us like that.
Oh, yeah, I can. Because it's all about the timing.
Sad, but if George Carlin was still around, he probably would have been canceled because he spoke the truth, and people don't like that.
Yeah, people hate the truth. Softball. Would you like to have a conversation? Are you feeling like you want to have a conversation? Would you like to talk? I got to tell you, if somebody approached me like that, like, and I know it comes from a place of concern, but if somebody approached me with that tone, I'd be like, I do want to talk, but to somebody who's not being a complete moron, who's doing baby speak to a grown adult who probably knows what they're doing more than you. Do you have any ability to interact with humanity that doesn't sound like you're being a condescending teacher talking to an infant? Get your crap together, okay? Come back to me when you can speak to me like an adult. No, man, I can't stand that. Are you okay today? Well, I was until you asked me in a patronizing sort of way. Yes. Anyway. So where did I leave off? Carlin would have a cult following him of being the modern day Nostradamus. George Carlin was actually pretty in league with today's cancelers. Depends on the side. He leaned politically on one side a lot. I like to be in the middle and just see where things are going. You know? And when one side gets too crazy, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go over here for a little bit. But I never subscribe to one idea because that's very narrow-minded, you know. So it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Boop, 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 boop. Don't insult Betty. I didn't say nothing. Didn't say nothing. I never understood why people baby talk to the elderly. It seems extremely condescending and disrespectful. They live full lives. They aren't infants. I can't stand that. I have never once, like, with a grandparent or elderly person, how are you feeling today? I'd be like, hey, dude, what's up? I talk to them like they're normal people. I think that's why old people liked us. You know? They were like, oh, gee, thanks for not talking to me like I'm an infant. I might be wetting myself, but I can't control that, but I'm not 8, you know?
I hated that. When at work I'm fine, but because of my rest BCH face, people kept asking if I was okay. After about the 20th time came out Jim's rage.
Yeah! There you go. Pretty much, dude. You know? Louis Black is starting his tour back up, depressed that he's not coming to my area. Louis Black. He's good. He's got very jaunty mannerisms. Thank you. There you go. No, but I would never do that to an older person.
I'm on the outside looking in and laughing at what I see.
Ha 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 ha. Can you imagine that? Like, I gotta. Hold on.
People ask me how I feel and I just want to look them in the eye and calmly tell them I want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, you imagine. Hey, Wick David, how you feeling today? Pretty good. Like I can punch you in the face at, well, oh, you don't really mean that. No, I actually kind of do. Oh, it's just you, Wick David. Yeah, you get that, and then that's the other thing when you're trying to be like really serious with somebody. I've seen this happen to old people. They're like, they try to be serious and they're just like, oh, he's just, they're just being them. Somebody's a little cranky today, And it's like, if I could stand up out of this wheelchair, I would swing it over my head on top of yours. Oh, isn't that adorable? God, stop doing that to old people, okay? The reason their brains turn to mush at some point, yeah, there might be some mental ailment going on. But the other thing is, you constantly talking to them as children is reverting them back to an infantile stage, okay? They need stimuli. Go. Thanks for the follow. Seriously, don't ever do that to an old person, because when you're an old person, you're going to hate when people do it to you. And I am going to be the most cantankerous old person you are going to see on the planet. They're going to have to put me in chains.
You're making me angry just pretending to talk to folks like that.
Right? That's what I'm saying, man. It's very obnoxious,
Outside is icky.
I find it when people say, how's it going? And want to respond, I want to say no of your business.
Hey, how's it going? None of your business. Why would you even want to know? Why are you prying into my personal life? Did they send you? You can make it weird. Are you working for them? What do you know? And what do you want to know about me? They'd be like, no, dude, they're just asking how your day is. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I gotta go. Oh, is Wick David causing problems? Oh, Wick David. Oh, come on. They're just visitors. Oh, don't mind him. As Wick David just starts taking, Betty White's birthday cake and throwing it at people's faces. Just, yeah, get out of here. Yeah. I don't know. I can't imagine Wick David just taking that crap lying down. Hey, Lord Black Diamond, what's up? How's it going? One of my requirements for getting disability is I verbalize my emotions, but I can't. And I'm not. Wait, you verbalize your emotions like those, those creatures in Mass Effect? Mild enthusiasm. That kind of thing? I know. I think that would be good to do, actually. Go.
At this point, I think Betty Wright is immortal.
Don't say that. You're going to jinx it. Just saying. Thank you. One of my cards going to do court hearing. It looks like verbalizing with a fist. Oh, God. That's a bad way to do it. Get off my damn fake lawn. Do you know how long it took to roll this out? Happens here all the time. Yeah. I don't. What? Trust me, I don't. Yeah. Let's see. I don't understand why people do this to the third person. Like, how is so and so today? Oh, why would somebody talk to somebody like, how is Bob today? Is there another Bob here? Can't you just say you? I don't know. Is that a bad term to use now? What?
At this point, Betty Wright is immortal so far.
Yeah, everyone's immortal up to a point. Hey, everyone in chat, you're immortal until you aren't. I'm just letting you know that. No, pretty much we all live until we have the possibility to live forever until something happens. You know? Well, it was nice to meet you, but I gotta go eat. Go. There you go. Thanks for stopping by. 2000. What's up? Do a thing. Have fun. I'm gonna care home temporarily. My roommate is
Thanks.
sweet.
You?
Go.
Invite people who condescend like that to the shooting range. Let them know short range is easy to target. Smile.
Nah. Who? Hey. You can be like, does Billy not want to get shot today? Okay, well, here's what you do. Stop talking to me like I'm a child, okay? I fought in the war. Which one? All of them. I know things. Oh, man. Hold on. Yep.
Technically PG, you are immortal because of your internet presence. So long as the internet is around, so will you be.
Yeah, but the concept of immortality in reruns is a little lackluster.
Nani?
Don't make me get my cane.
I like canes. They're cool. One day, hey, when I got to use a cane, I'm getting that repro of the one that the Wolfman has with the silver wolf on it. Oh, that's so cool. New follower, thank you. Mint Cat. Or it's Minty Cat. What, Mini Tea Cat? I said Mint E Cat. Like it's a cat that's very minty fresh. Let's see what the cat that talks to 5 years old. It drives me nuts when the people talk to her. Oh, yeah, there you go. No, I can see that. Stop baby talking to elders. They had life harder than all of us, and they did not grow up with the tech we have today. Yeah, I'd say the only time you got to take it slow with an older person is when you're trying to explain tech. Sometimes that's a little tricky, you know? But you don't have to do it in a, like, okay, if you were going to put your name in a form, how would you do it? You know, it's like, you'd be like, no, just like, you got to start typing your form, your name in a form here. Yeah, just use the keyboard. It's like a typewriter with a screen on it. Go. Yeah, that kind of thing. They understand that. It's not like they, what? What do you mean? Yeah. Foamy is a SCP. All right. Dun dun dun. Just rewatched the cell phone Foamy ran. I can't agree more with his thoughts. Yeah, and how old was that? Dude, it was like over a decade, and it's just gotten worse. Like, in that cartoon, I think there was a flip phone. Gotta go, PG, just got things to do. Lord Black Diamond, hey, do your things. Be productive. Enjoy. Enjoy life. Old people aren't cute, yet people keep saying it. I've seen some old people that kind of give the impression of being cute, if they weren't so cantankerous. Yeah. It really kind of depends.
Sneaky human.
Go.
I literally could be the person that Clint Eastwood played in Gran Torino. I really did own a 1972 Gran Torino on top of being a pissed off combat veteran.
Nice.
I will tell you to get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. They got to do that face that he's got, where you squint a lot and you just have all those wrinkles kind of burrow up and make you even more sinister. You know, I'm just saying, man. That guy's got that stare that you're like, he'll probably mess me up. I'm just saying. Thank you. Great. I'm about someone should have dinner with that. For feelings. Oh God. Hey, tell a dinner. Do it via whatever people use. There you go. How's your day going? So far, so good. Beatman. But we are wrapping up relatively soon. So we got to do that. Because it's literally sweltering here. My face is melting. I can feel it. So old people like being called cute. No, because they know that they're not. So you might just want to be like, don't even address it. Just be like, hey, you're looking pretty good today. What's up? Yeah. Don't say that they look healthy today, because that means other days they did not. That's also a bad move for seniors. Hey, you're looking good today. You're looking healthy. I'll look up and you'll be like, well, all right, well, what did I look like yesterday? Oh, well, you were healthy yesterday. No, I caught you. You were saying I was look sickly and I was going to die yesterday, but now I'm okay, huh? All right, well, yeah, I guess you and the rest of the vultures don't have to circle around my will today, right? Why don't you go to the coffee room and get me coffee and don't spit in it, okay? Because I'm immune to spit. You know how old I am? You know how many diseases I had coursing through my body? I could be Pharaoh right now, all right? So if there's anything weird in there, I'm going to be able to tell, and I'm going to bite you. And my dentures will stick into your arm for all eternity. Go get me coffee. Healthy one. What's up? You follow. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Dude, you're only 70. Bah! Yeah. You look like death on toast. Well, that's just butter, isn't it? Looking healthy isn't much of an accomplishment. Yeah. Well, for some people, I've seen some people quite literally younger than us that look like they're on death's door, and I'm just like, oof, what's going on there? Is Foamy a fan of disco? Is anybody? Except for with the exception of Foo Fighters? Now, Foo Fighters are apparently putting together a Bee Gees tribute band. So I think everyone's mental health in that band needs to be checked out. Just somebody has to go over it and be like, hey, Dave, you doing all right? You okay? I feel like dancing. All right. You got to come with me, okay? I know you've had a stressful life. Let's go. I'm just saying. You can just show them respect, be polite, and understanding. Yeah, that's it. Disco, no. Funk is different than disco, completely. No, funk has got skill. It's smooth. Disco is just, no, it's disco. You can't do it. Here's the thing. I generally won't listen to music if I can roller skate to it. Don't ask me why. Let's see. I don't really like anything running. What? Why? Disco is making a comeback. Why? It's not. It's people are trying to be edgy. Okay, because here's the thing about it. Okay, if you've kept up with any kind of game news, everything has a 70s tinged vibe about it. So, of course, the 70s was the disco era. And now, of course, if you're going to be nostalgic, you wouldn't want to hit up the 90s because Gen X is always the generation that's forgot about. And I guess that's good considering nobody's going to retro ruin it. But there you go. So everyone's just mining the 70s stuff instead of going forward to the 90s when they were mining all the 80s stuff and puking neon on everything. Now we're going to go back to the organic, gaudy orange colors and gold. Go.
So, if I can't skate, I can listen to disco?
No, because that's a gateway. That's a gateway drug. It's a gate. Before you know it, you're going to get roller skates and those weird tiny shorts that they had in the 70s, and you're going to get that weave hair thing. You know, that just makes you look weird, and you're going to be wearing the Hooter shirts. You know. Well, some people might look good in that. I don't know about them. I'm not here to judge. Let's see. 1990s combat years for me. 1990s. What about old people going to deaf and have to shout? I don't know. I usually just put in earplugs everywhere I go. So, you know, I'm one of those hyperacusis people. I have sensitivities to loud sounds. Yet I saw Foo Fighters in concert. I don't understand. That was okay. Let's see. Gateway skate to disco. Not much was happening in the 90s except for a satanic panic. Yeah, that happens every couple of years. Oh, worry. Oh, there was a pentagram on a Magic the Gathering card. Get him. You know. 70 was also a lesser known punk rock movement in England. I did research. I know it was a, it was a thing. You know. Dude, mid to late 70s, you know, Sex Pistols, Stooges, Ramones, all that other stuff. But no, they decided to go with disco. Garbage.
Have a cookie.
People love Satan now.
You can roller skate to death metal. You just need to do it very aggressively.
Well, that's what you call a roller derby, okay? Roller derby is just skating really aggressively. So I'm all for roller derby. Yes. You think they're listening to disco? No, they're listening to like really aggressive stuff. 2010's a Satanic Pentagram and the remake soundtrack. Yay! There you go. Foamy versus the Pillarman. What is with you and the pillars here and the SCP stuff? Foamy wins everything. Okay, you happy with that? Okay. Everyone's got to have a versus scenario. You know, Foamy versus, fill in the blank SCP. I think Foamy would destroy the Cuddle Monster.
Boo.
I'm putting that down right now.
Now I'm reminded of Demolition Derby on the PS1.
There you go, Demolition Derby. Good job. There needs to be a good roller derby game, and not that weird one that came out. Yeah. Foamy versus the Cuddle Monster. I think the Cuddle Monster would end up just dying, just from the sheer rage of not being able to do anything to cheer him up. But he's the Cuddle Monster. Yeah. Foamy would just be like, if you don't get off me, I'm going to use you as Jello, okay? You will be Jello. I'm going to toss whipped cream on you, and I'm going to cut you with a fork. Let's see. Foamy versus Ash Williams. Foamy versus everybody. Let's see. They need to remake Twisted Metal. Apparently, instead of remaking Twisted Metal, they're going to make a series about it. I don't know how that works, but there you go. SCP-999. Well, I'm glad you know the number. I don't got time to
No me
memorize
gusta
SCP
estúpidos.
numbers. Go.
Susie June with Guar playing?
Maybe. I know Susie June's more of a prodigy type person, you know? Firestarter, that kind of thing. It's an omen. Dude, Prodigy was an awesome band. I don't want to hear nothing. Card code. Oh, God. But I want the game. Nope, you're getting a series instead. So is Decreased. Whatever Sony said. Yeah. Bequeathed. Decreased? No, that sounds like you ironed pants. Whatever it is. I just saw the Ghostbuster Ecto 1 go for $200,000. That'll happen. I would rather have a house, but there you go. Foamy would win because he's just cantankerous. Bum, 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 bum. Ugh. Yeah. Evie, if you're doing a thing, do it. We're wrapping up. Wrong card. What? Susie June saves the world. What? I don't think Susie June cares enough about the world to save it. That's basically Foamy and Susie right now. They're just like, all right, the world's just stupid. I can't even talk to these people. And then they just leave. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, nah, EB Demon gonna be streaming. EB Demon gonna be streaming. Susie June versus the world. Yeah, we're gonna Scott Pilgrim it. I don't know how much dialogue she'll have, though. Now, you can do emotes over her head in a movie. Jade Cargill, give me a call. I need to cast you in a movie. Dude, she looks the part. She doesn't even have to say anything. She just has to have a silent presence on screen, you know? She can say stuff, but all she has to be a bruiser, you know? She's going to have to learn how to rollerblade, though. And I got to have a scene in her. All right, anyway. You'll have Pauline's hair today. Yeah, at least I don't have to comb it. I'll probably have to comb it out later, though. That's annoying. Is the heart still alive in there?
As you're wrapping up, good vibes PG and chat.
Good vibes.
Don't be stupid and see you Wednesday.
Don't be stupid. Dude, look who you're talking to. When was the last time I did something stupid? I'm actually trying to think. God, whoa. The dumpster fire? That was more comedic. I was like 8 years old. All right. Well, let's see. I always did love the diners you are currently in. Diners are awesome. They have the best coffee for some reason. I have no idea why. Percolated. That's why. No need for goodbye. Stay for the read. Raid. There you go. Pumpkins are the smartest kind of squash. Really? Is that scientifically proven? Oh, I got to see if my... Hey. I have avocados that's decided not to ripen. I literally have the Betty White of avocados. They never get old. They just sit there and just do nothing. Actually, they're more inactive than Betty White. Betty White actually does stuff. These avocados will not ripen. I tried everything. I yelled at them. I threw them against the wall. I rolled them on the floor. Put them in a paper bag. Lit the bag on fire. I don't know what these things want from me. I don't know what they want from me. I want to make guacamole, but I can't because it's like trying to cut through, I don't know, like something hard. What's up? I have a really nutrient-rich pit. Yeah, but it's annoying me. Maybe it's Gwent time. No, I'm not playing Gwent. Does anyone know the Pokemon card battler? What? Wait, does anyone know how to Pokemon card battle? I'm sure somebody does, like everybody. Go.
Just now, only trying to think and announcing it as Nubbins, okay?
Yeah, Nubbins is over there somewhere. I can bring him out for 2 seconds. I said, where are you, you little... Nubbins! It's Nubbins! There you go. Now, the once a 2 year Nubbins cameo. All right, go play in the water now. There you go. You have the other instructions. Foamy might get along with Red Fox. Maybe. He was good. Let's see. What's Nubbins? Well, Nubbins hasn't been... Nubbins is just a weird little silent thing that doesn't do anything.
No dawn today, why?
What do you mean, no dawn today? When is she streaming on? She's got a schedule. She doesn't stream on Sunday. Besides, you know, Evie's streaming. You hear that, Evie? People are like, I don't know. It's rude. Dawn needs a day off. She just streamed the last 2 days. I streamed today. Dawn's streaming tomorrow. I feel like it's overexposure, frankly. Go.
Are you sure the avocados aren't plastic? Did you get them from the display?
No, we had them ordered and shipped.
In interrupts today.
No interrupts. No, but here's the thing. Well, that would be actually a funny joke. You imagine being a person just bagging up all the avocados and delivering to somebody's, apartment or whatever, and then being like, just putting one plastic one in there. And then it's like, this one will never ripen. Ma, the avocado, it just won't ripen. Well, you can put it in a paper bag. Let it ripen.
Nubbins is an overlord of the evil variety.
Nubbins is an overlord of the dumb variety. Just sits there and a silent screams, pining for death. I mean, come on, dude. How much fun is to beat around that thing? All right, my feet are literally on fire right now, so... Well, I'm not even joking. Lumberjack, thank you. You're a lumberjack and you're okay. Go.
Perhaps the avocados are actually just rocks someone painted.
That'd be hilarious, too. I wouldn't even mind that. I would be perfectly fine with being fooled with a plastic avocado. Some snarky person that was picking them out for me did. You know, it's just like, here you go. Here's a joke for you, pal. You know, it's just like, oh, wow, this avocado is taking forever to ripen. It's been here for 12 months. Hasn't ripened yet. You know, I dare not open it now because who knows what's festering within. There you go. Lumberjack, thank you. Don't love it too much. We got to end. I got things to do. I got to work right after this. I don't get Father's Day off. Okay? All right? All right? Okay. But there we go. Evie Demon's going to be streaming anyway, so for those who miss art streams, you'll go and get an art stream. Unless Evie's doing something else. I don't want to preemptively be like, oh, Evie's doing art. Evie, what are you doing? All right,
Outside is Icky.
Go.
Thank you for the stream, PG. Hope you have a great week and see you Wednesday, Jim Love.
Thank you. Phoenix Monroe. Appreciate it.
Lobster rolls.
Lobster rolls.
Here's to hoping notifications work for the next stream, as I might not be lurking at start time.
You do you. You know? Live your life. Lurk away. Play with the animated emotes that are newly available. It's cool. I like the Tiny Rage one. So like, so angry. Tiny Rage it. Tiny Rage! Okay, that's it. Everybody be safe, be well. Happy Father's Day. Don't bother your dads if they don't want to be bothered. Have some cookies. Go.
This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang.